I have a better setup for all of this coming. I've let this dry. There's a couple layers on the moon and around the moon. There's only one layer for the sky and the sea, and one layer of stars. We're going to do not necessarily the Aurora Borealis, because this is not necessarily Earth. This is just make-believe. All painting is make-believe. That's one reason there's no mistakes, right? That's why we all love Bob Ross. No mistakes. Happy little accidents. And my stars are clustered here. I like clustered stars, especially as a background. Need to find the right brush for me. I like this one. I like this one. Right. And the more layers, this is what I've found at least, watching an artist for 2 years, that the more layers that you, that you have in something, happy little accident. The more layers that you have in something, the more colors that you add, the more lifelike and rich the painting is. Let's see what we're gonna do with that. It'll be fun. So, the more layers we add to a painting, the more lifelike it becomes, because life has a lot of layers, right? I think that's why. And if you if you ever studied, if you found, well, I have done this, found dead carcasses of insects or something, right? And just intricately look at the wings of an insect. And it's almost like there's 3 layers of rice paper or something. For instance, in the wings of I'm gonna go, see how these are kind of vertically this way? I'm gonna cross those with some Aurora Borealis type something or another's. I'm gonna get a little black in here. A little of all the colors, should I say, black. Look at that spread in there. Oh, you can't see that. Alright, I need just a tiny bit of black. I might as well bring a little of this green in there. I want to water it down even. Well, maybe this is what I want over here. Alright. So I'm just gonna follow, give myself something to follow. I'm going to work down from this. Give that a second to dry up. And actually, let's see, that's a lot. I can work from this drier spot. Just tap it in, tap it in. See, it gets pretty wet up here. I'm gonna stay away from that a little bit. I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I know a little bit what I'm doing, but every time I try something else because I'm not super happy with anything I've yet to do in this realm. Looks like to me this is gonna be layered, and I like that, and I love how transparent this is. Yeah. And I want that to get smaller up there. Looks like it has. Oh, that's really pretty. Give that some time to dry and put another one in here. I'm no expert on paint or painting with acrylics, but one thing I know is you don't want a super wet brush. But this, I'm like, I think it's called glazing or glazing or something. I need to stand up to get the right light and probably add some unnatural light. It's about that time. Let's see, and in this back here, I'm gonna try. That's the closer part, and we're gonna get it further away. Okay, that's the closer part further away, closer part further away. And, oops. Alright, let's see. So start further away, and I want to stay closer to it here. Like almost right on top of the black line. Yeah. Now I'm going to add more paint. This that's up close. And extend it out. And I don't want any of the black in this. Where did my line go? Ah, I lost it. That's good, actually. Okay, I can see. It's disappearing. That's okay. I'll follow what I think it would be, because that's almost better. There we go. And see how having the stars behind that makes it more realistic. And see how all of that is disappearing, so we need layers, right? I'm gonna get some clean water for this though. So I've noticed also in the healing journey let's say healing follows a spiral up, and on the same longitude and latitude of that spiral all the way up, we experience the same thing, where the same energy or the same type of lesson comes to us. Well, what we're doing is adding layers and depth to our lives, to ourselves, to our knowledge, until we move on from that lesson and learn deeper and deeper lessons and unfold and unwind and become more free and complete and the beautiful versions of ourselves that we want to be. And so, just like an artist adds depth to their painting, which I'm blessed to have been around artists, so do we add depth to our lives, even as we just live and die and breathe. So here I am adding a color. This seems more opaque and less transparent to me. Okay, I'm gonna go to this closer spot first to get some, I don't know if you can tell, but I obviously have a lot of water on this. You can take some off here, and I need to stand up to see my lines better. Ooh, it's kind of a good sign that I can't see them so well. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. Okay, and I'm gonna come up here and do the same thing so I can see that it's here, here, okay, beautiful. much behind the moon lake? I think it's going to be big right here. Alright, what are we going to do? It's just going to come right here. That's going to be right there. It's going to be right there. Right there. Right there. Okay. Now this. Let's see. Let's take some of that. This is going to go right there to halfway over. And just halfway down. There we go. A little bit down over here. And all the way up, the page. And then the yellow. And the yellow. Alright. And halfway up the green. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Wipe this off. And let's start light, and we're just gonna come straight down the page. And straight up the page on the dark side. Okay, beautiful. See how that's beginning to look. Now let's just go ahead and go over this. I'm going to add a little bit more highlight. I want these highlights just right down the moon, right here. So I'm going to go with a little bit of white. Not too much. Come on, just give me a bit. And this is a good way to taint your product. So I don't recommend doing it like that. Let's see, we can mix this with the black and green. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Okay. I'm gonna use that white part of my brush. Okay. Beautiful. Now, I do like these stars that are shining off, but this is a little messy for me between the black. The stars are a little too bright on the lake, so I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. Create a little bit of separation between the water and the sky. Oh, let me wash this. Let me get a new plate. Take some of this blue, and I'm gonna take some of the black off of this plate over here. Mix those together. The brush has water on it. So this is my lake. Why do I keep saying lake? Maybe this is someone's lake. Maybe you know this place. You've been here. If so, maybe this message or this painting is for you. Messages for me. Whatever is in our lives, even if we've sort of learned the lesson and we're revisiting it, that lesson can add depth for us. Then I like this. I like it a lot. I'm going to lighten this up after it dries down here. Even it out a little bit. I'll probably go over this white one more time a little bit. And this highlighted area with some white. And then we will work on the sky some more. I'm liking how that is working out.